And now, the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
You guys doing here? Just hanging out? Two Corys? Oh my God, am I even allowed to hang out? My name's not Corey.
Ooh, I don't even know if I can. Hey, everybody. It's the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Big J. Oakerson. That's Dan Soder, who seems to be having some sort of a revelation. Was everything all right?
No, I did just have a Joey Lawrence, so whoa. But it was mostly because I hit the wrong button and my headphones went up right as went, hey, everybody. I was like, ah!
Hey! Your eyes just start bleeding.
I go, hey, everybody. I think Jay just blew out my eardrums.
Our deaf and Downsy voice are the same.
Listen, we got we're six shades of voices over here. You're gonna get one of 6 kinds,
but they cover so many people.
Yeah, dude, you can play a D chord in a lot of different ways. My
poor Justin Silver impression is just 40 other people.
Well, it's best as Fell Dog or Charlie Sheen.
Fell Dog, Charlie Sheen, Justin, all the same person.
Yeah,
all the same voice.
It's fine.
Oh, hey. You guys want to talk about dogs? You want to talk about the angels?
Are we talking dogs or angels? What about dog angels?
Dog angels? Oh, angels? Okay, so I get some Corey Feldman now.
No, I guess. if it's dogs, it's Justin Silver. If it's angels, it's... Or is it Charlie Sheen? Are we talking Platoon?
If it's Charlie Sheen, we're talking Tiger Blood.
Yeah, my Sam Elliott, Andre the Giant, and Spanish father are all the same.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, hello, mijo, and you want to paint. It's all in the same range.
It's all the same shades. We did some pre-recording yesterday, but we were not live.
Yeah, we have, obviously the Lost Tapes this Thursday will come out, but we also have a whole episode dedicated to the Netflix movie Voyeur, which...
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, but we got to do
another one. People have been calling
one
for it, but man...
We worked our way. It was like one of those movies.
I almost forgot how deep it goes, and I really like...
But there's things also, the 2 Corys we didn't even get through. So there's going to have to be another episode where we close it out.
Yeah, well, next week's a vacation, so when we come back from that, we should be able to get back on track at the very least with finishing the 2 Corys.
Well, what about, we have a super mix.
We owe it to the world.
That DJ Dead Rat made.
Of the 2 Corys.
Well, right?
I could. If you wanted me to.
Yeah. Marty drops are in full effect. He was letting them rip.
Did you hear it already?
Oh, dude. I haven't heard the super mix. I've just been listening to the Marty drops.
Oh, okay.
Marty's gay.
Well, I don't know about gay. As much as like girls. I don't call that gay.
That's my favorite one.
I wouldn't call that gay.
Yeah, dude, I wouldn't call that gay. It's going to be, if you can clip
Feels
that.
Gay.
If you just can clip that too, I wouldn't call that gay. That's going to be a big one. I'm calling it right now at 6:06 on a Tuesday. That Marty, I wouldn't call that gay.
Can you time that? I wouldn't call that gay with Jacob going like, if I want to be naughty.
Yeah, dude, just let Lou cut it up.
That's a great on top of each other, though. If I want to be naughty.
How about on our way to commercial, we play the supercut of the 2 Corys. I call it Hamster Bad, Fell Dog Good.
I was just going to whip it out right now, but if you want to...
Well, it's 2.5 minutes.
Do we world premiere it for the world right now?
I say we hold on to it and not stop the flow that you guys have created.
We have no flow
No
yet.
flow. We were actually going to this.
About nothing.
Nothing. We were actually mounting to this.
Actually, our flow was like talking about that we're going to get back to the 2 Corys. That would have been the perfect time to lay it in there.
Yeah, actually, if anything, we were leading to this right now.
I'm ready then.
You're ready.
Let's fire the exclusive premiere.
Dead Rats edit.
Hamster Bad, Fell Dog Good.
My name is Corey Feldman, and I've been acting since I was 3.
You're that kid from the Gremlins, aren't you?
Yeah, you recognize me?
I must have seen that movie a dozen times.
Hey, Corey! I heard you're leaving us to go make a big movie.
This is what pays the bills, son! If you don't get paid, we don't get paid.
If you just give me him.
Get the hell off my set!
Hey, man, it's Corey. Corey Haim.
You want to be in the boys' club, don't you?
I guess.
Come on. Let me show you a few things.
Yeah, probably is. Come on.
Oh, Fell Dog, you gotta show us some moves.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Your name is Corey. My name is Corey. You're an actor. I'm an actor. You're Jewish and I'm Jewish. Your number is 22 and my number is 222.
What about your first time? Let's hear it.
When I was on the set of Lucas, I kind of hooked up with this guy.
What?
I like men.
Marty's gay.
I could, if you, if you wanted me to.
Hi, I'm Corey Haim.
I was kidding. Okay, look, just because you got all your little friends...
So you mean to tell me you haven't done one thing with Doug?
He works for my dad. Don't compare him to your friends.
What? Come on, man. Haim does it. All the guys do it. You told me Haim does it.
Yeah.
Just relax, man. You're tense. You're tense. Just chill. You deserve better.
You're not the only Feldman in the entertainment business, all right?
Oh. Dad, you're fired as my manager.
Rehab.
Yeah, man, we can do it together.
All right? No. I'm good.
How many pills did you take this morning?
It's my back.
Hey, it's me. You were supposed to pick me up. Guess I'll take a cab. Thanks.
So Corey Feldman's got himself a little goonie now. Guess I'm finally an adult.
Okay, you can't do The Lost Boys without Corey. It was his movie.
I was being molested at the same time, Corey.
I was awake, Corey.
I'm just saying, you're not the only victim here.
I want to thank you.
For what?
For everything. I finally saw what it was like to see the world through your eyes.
Oh, dude.
It's really beautiful.
I fucking forgot.
We're pretty good together. Huh.
Dude,
that movie sure was a happy ending for a movie that ended with one guy
dying and
saying he's getting constantly hunted down to be killed by Hollywood fat cat molesters, and the other one's currently dead.
Dude, I totally forgot about that line because we never got to it on the show.
To see the world through your eyes, and it's beautiful.
I feel like he wrote that line and everything backwards.
Oh yeah, he Woody Allen'd it.
Yeah, he was like
punchline first, spiral back.
Mm-hmm. Great edit.
Fantastic, Lou. You are awesome, buddy.
That was the Sports Center version of the two Corys.
Oh yeah, that's the highlights.
Just
constant
so we're clear
goof.
who's the good guy and who's the gay guy.
Corey Haim finds a dick in the butt, and that's another biscuit in the basket.
I love that line so much. Like just the guy getting excited when he's like, yeah, we could totally fuck. That'd be great. He's like,
oh god.
If it's something you'd want to do, I could.
I hate when you do that. I had to move my fucking face away from the microphone. It's so disgusting.
Oh my god! Wait a second. Is this first call real deal, Lou?
Black Lou?
Black. Is this real? Is there evidence of
I
this?
didn't get a chance to look it up just yet.
Look that up first before we take the call, because I'd be curious to see that. But there's a rumor, a caller rumor. It says Shonda Pierce created a GoFundMe for her husband's funeral. That would be pretty weak shit. If she did that. That would be pretty weak shit.
Oh,
come on.
My God.
Come on.
It's not by Chandra.
Yeah, it looks like
it's a fan.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. Her fans gave 3 times the amount of money that they were asking.
Wow. And I didn't know she looked like a grown version of the little kid from Jerry Maguire. Look at that picture. Go to the top.
Did you know the human head weighs 8 pounds?
She's the bad Santa kid.
Yeah.
Hey, Ralphie, you'll shoot your eye out.
It was created by her old manager.
I still like...
At Mike Atkins Entertainment.
What do you get if you give? Does it do one of those things? I always like that shit. That was the best with Fell Dog's GoFundMe. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
It goes, if you give $200,000, you're a producer.
$500,000, you're an angel.
For one crisp, cool million.
I don't know.
Did we ever watch the Fell Dog's girlfriend, or the wife? Her follow-up, her last YouTube thing where she announces that they've dialed back the GoFundMe.
No.
From 10 million to $1 million.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah. It's great. It is real. It's a little long, but it's she goes, and look, this is also important, and that's why we've dialed back. I mean, from 10 million to 1 million.
That's such, first off, like an old joke, but also, number 2, like such a dirtbag thing to be like, let me put $20. And you're like, no, $10?
I mean, yeah, exactly. You're like, so you were going to take 200 that you don't need?
Yeah, and they go, well, I've got other expenses.
I don't know, man. You know how expensive a movie is? $1 million. And then $9 million for, like, other stuff.
I don't know, man. I got everyone writing me. I don't need you writing me, too. Yeah, you just asked for an is this it? Is
this is her?
This is his mangel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Courtney Feldman, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what I've been through.
You can see all the Canada on her.
months.
Oh, dude, it's what's
Yo,
also...
bud.
Hey, guy. Oh, what's up, bud?
Hey, bud.
Oh, it's Courtney Feldman, eh? Hey, what are you hosers up to? Oh, just me, the Northern Angel.
Oh, it sure is nippy out here.
Oh, Corey got me from up in Saskatoon. Corey brought me down from over in the Yukon Peninsula.
She rambles, but she does eventually say, is there a highlights reel?
I like that she starts off with the hi.
Yeah. Hi.
I'm Courtney
Feldman.
And we laugh a lot here in the Angel House.
You might recognize me from Almost Nudity.
You might remember me from such Stockholm Syndrome videos as Ascension Millennium. When I ate dog food out of someone's hand in a basement. Yo, did you guys see that story? That family in California that had their 13 kids chained up? Yeah. Yikes. Please bring up a picture of that family, because that dude's bangs
They look like the people under the stairs.
Dude, the guy's bangs are hilarious. He looks like Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah? No,
dude, he looks like
the
Harry.
guy who chained the kids up?
Yeah, Harry, the dad. And they have all these like theme photos where you're like, wait, so you don't feed your kids, but you make them dress up for theme photos? You're sick. You're real sick.
Hey, everyone, I'll take the chains off, but we're doing a Partridge Family thing.
Guys, we're going to do the Brady Bunch shot from the top to the bottom of the stairs. One of you makes a break for the door, I will lay you down. I repeat, I will lay you down. I have 13 of you. Some of you are backups.
Rest in peace, David Cassidy, huh?
Some of you want to be Joe Montana, but you were born to be Steve Youngs.
Oh,
dude.
That's the parents?
Yeah, dude. How great is that picture?
Are they the parents, actually?
Dude, he looks like fucking Harry from...
Those are biological parents.
Yeah.
He has hair like Laurie Metcalf, Jackie from TV's Roseanne.
Jackie?
Yeah. Jackie. He works at a loose meat restaurant.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it looks hilarious. He looks like his name's Ron Petty. Tom Petty's like forgotten brother.
The Turpins. Oh, yeah, he definitely looks like the brother of somebody who made it for real.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Roy Orbison's brother.
But I don't have the same last name. I took my mom's. I Emilio Estevez'd it.
I Estevez'd it.
Yeah, look at this family. At the Bonfire, SXM.
She's smiling in her picture, by the way.
Hell yeah, 'cause she doesn't got to look after 13 kids anymore.
Oh, my God, freedom.
Oh, God, some time alone. These
Someone
little...
else take them. They show the kids?
Yeah, here, play the video. Play the news story. 13,
they show the actual kids.
13, dude, there's one of them's like 29, and one of the neighbors said that they talked to him.
The victims were taken from a home here on Muir Woods Road.
All right, Kimberly Chang.
Yeah.
From TV News 5.
Hey, thanks, Kimberly Chang.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
You got to push the X.
We're learning.
The majority of them are adults who were so malnourished they look like children.
I knew when I moved here that was the house that had the 12 kids.
It's my work, my lifelong job to create adult children.
Yeah. He goes, the dad, the interviewing the dad, he goes, you know how you like puppies, but you get sad when they grow up? Yeah, well, I fixed that. I have perma puppies. My kids are always little. Turns out if you don't feed them any proper nutrients, they just kind of stay small and feeble. It's kind of fun.
Pick up. Because that's Johnny. He's 32.
And I'm not going to lie, he voted in the last 3 elections. We had fun. It was Kerry the first time, so it was innocent. Really, it was just like shooting a gun into the woods. It really wasn't.
I told him his vote meant nothing, but he wanted to vote.
I go, listen, they don't take a sitting president out at wartime.
I had to
go for it.
I had to pick him up so he could pull the levers.
Yeah. He goes, 35.
35 years old, this son of a bitch. Can you believe it? Doesn't look a day over 8.
I goes, guess what? Still right in the dark. And it's crazy, because I keep him chained up there a majority of the time.
Most of the time he's in there. And I agree. I thought he would get used to it and eventually get out of this, but he is still terrified.
Upside, everyone still believes in Santa. So, Christmas spirit.
Downside, sun hurts.
Yeah.
Sunlight hurts.
Their bones feel more banana-esque than anything. We haven't given them a fucking piece of green.
A strong wind will give them a purple bruise.
Yeah, he goes, there are, again, positives and negatives to all of this. The mom's just like, he kept wanting to have kids. I kept letting him fuck me.
He goes, I queef him out. He says we have plenty of room in the basement.
So apparently, if you can go up real quick, January 14th, a 17-year-old juvenile escaped from a residence and Paris. Oh, Managed to call 911 from a cellular device she found inside the house. Teenager claimed that her 12 brothers and sisters were being held captive inside the residence by her parents, and further claimed some of her siblings were bound with chains and padlocks.
So only some of them were.
No, yeah, but they would let them out to take family photos. It was very bizarre.
That's the punishment.
You know, they'll tell you the family photo is a lost thing in America. Got to bring it back.
Hey, I Sunday dinners and family photos.
If I got to say something nice about Turpins,
good job.
They believe in classic family unit.
I mean, that is...
they don't have faces.
Oh, they're blurred because of legalities. At the Bonfire SXM to see the blurred face kids.
Well, yeah. So some of those are adults.
That looks like a Banksy piece.
Yeah, they ranged. They were up to 29 years old, and the 17-year-old that actually escaped and alerted the authorities. They said she looked like a 10-year-old. She was so malnourished.
That's hot. That's hot.
Gymnastics body. maybe these parents are just gymnastic coaches. Keep them tiny. Work the balance beam. Did they say how they are? Did they test all of them on the unparalleled bars? the uneven bars? Yeah. They go, and here it is. And she's up.
And, her knees collapsed under the weight of her own tiny torso.
Oh, my God. When she flipped around, her arms came pure out of socket. Just like an old chicken bone. Just snapped right in half. Yeah, so these people are going away for a long time. But where do these kids go?
They're going to end up in the system if they're underage unless the adults will take care of the kids.
They're not taking care of them now.
No,
I mean the adult kids, like the 20 or however old.
They don't know how to take care of themselves.
They're all. I mean, these kids have got to be just insanely.
They have to be good at one thing, though, right? Like there has to be one thing. If you're chained to a bed,
they just come out of the gates and they really are just like a family, like awesome, like bluegrass jam bands.
Yeah, they go. Well, it was sad.
They're like the Country Bears band.
They go. Can you guys do anything? She goes. Fill a couple glasses with some water. Get me a wand and get me a banjo.
I've learned how to survive on pure glasses of tears.
Yeah, I can cry and drink it. Yeah, the mom looks happy to be there.
I mean, this has been going on. They have a 29-year-old.
That's what I was saying.
How long this has been going on?
2 to 29.
You know exactly how long it's been going on for.
29 years.
Well, I don't. I mean, it'd be interesting to find out when that type of abuse and neglect started. If
you don't drop that on. You don't drop that on one of them in the middle of the thing. It's not 13. He goes, "Hey, listen, just so you know,
things changed."
Starting tomorrow, I think you guys are going to start being chained in the basement forever.
Oh, God, I really liked it
when
you guys were
for family pictures.
You guys were a lot of fun when you were regular kids. Just, there's a lot of you now, and just to make sure everything is easy. I don't know if you guys got the memo. We're going to start chaining you in the basement.
You know, I don't know if you do the math out here, kids, but we're rocking about a baker's dozen worth of kids.
I asked you guys to learn Thriller, and you didn't. So now I'm going to have to actually put you in the basement.
It's funny that there's this family picture where the dad's wearing a tuxedo. Oh, that's the wedding.
It can't. I mean, that can't be the wedding.
They just take like staged pictures of a wedding.
Yeah, unless they did they renewed their vows and all their neglect.
Can we talk about how powerful this dude's ball sack is? 13. Yeah. I mean, dude, you might not like Nick Saban, but you respect that he has fucking 6 championships. What does he have? 6 or 7?
Yeah.
He tied Bear Bryant.
And you're saying this guy
fucking making kids.
You're pretty impressed with his
God, yes, I am.
With his free throws and his 3 percentage.
Oh, dude, he's perfect. He's like a 98% free throw shooter. You go, don't foul him. Don't fuck him. Don't let him come inside you. He will make you have a baby.
When he comes, he goes, oh, layup.
He goes, oh, it's pretty. So pretty. He leaves it up like Wesley Snipes and why they can't jump. Oh,
he leaves it. Oh,
he does the Barry Bonds
banger.
He does the Barry Bonds look off where he goes, that's in there.
That's it. He goes, yeah, you're pregnant.
Oh, to the house. That's a pick 6.
Holy shit. He's the principal of a day school?
Well, I believe what he did is opened a school in order to homeschool the kids and not get alerted by the school attendance review board, because it says the school, which opened in March 2011, has a total of 6 students, 1 in each 5th, 6th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 12th grades. And it's on the 100 block of where he lives. So I believe...
So he's listed as a school, but it's his house.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I mean, if it's a boarding school, technically he's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah. How good's their hockey team?
Yeah, I bet it's great.
Oh, man. I bet that's a fuck.
29. I bet whatever sport these kids play, I bet they just have, they are lined up. They know where the other one's going to be. I don't know. I know where he's going to be at all times.
I should read them. If they have any sort of...
No look.
This is, as an only child thinking about 13 kids, immediately I think about how good at video games you have to be to get on the system and hold your place?
Oh man, yeah. I got next.
Oh, I got next
too. But he goes, yeah, next is going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get shut off if they chain us to our beds. This thing's gonna end after 2 games. You better have a fucking solid Madden plan if you sit down at the fucking house.
All right, guys, time for your nightly beatings. Dad, just let us finish this one more game.
I'm the Cardinals, he's the Titans, and we're in the 4th quarter. Dad, before you padlock us to our fucking mattress on the floor, hey,
before you shackle us all to each other and then a brick wall,
I wonder if they
just get this one game in. I know we don't ask for a lot. I know the other day I asked for a slice of bread.
Well, this is a highly respectable family. Who said that?
They were like, it's from a neighbor, I believe. Betty apparently.
Well, you should have worded that highly respected. This family,
yeah.
And he was an engineer he's a defense contractor.
That's really, of course, it really is a funny thing to say about now. He goes, he chained up his 13 kids, all 13. He goes, it's respectable. It's a pretty respectable number. 13, he controlled 13. I'll tell you what, I would say 13 kids could have probably jumped at dad at some point. I mean, the guy's looking like a fighter.
If this guy, he goes like this. Those were Huskies? He's got a hell of a sled. Wait, what? He goes, I'm just saying.
There's
ways to look at this.
There's ways to
look at this.
There's ways to see this where it can be almost respectable. Respectable.
They go, hey, the Model T wasn't built without fucking making people some work hard. You go, wait, are you comparing him to the creator of Ford? And you're like, just saying.
If everyone around them is blown away by this, and the way that mugshot picture looks of the mom, they're pure evil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're evil. This isn't even like they're a little like off.
No, they're pieces of shit.
Like mentally off, where you're like, is this what you're supposed? Like, there's some people that'll come out and be like, I keep them safe. Like I'm crazy
for some reason.
Like if she's smiling in the thing, that's really just like, that's the what was the Edward Norton movie? Richard Gere, Primal Fear.
Primal Fear. Yeah,
that's the Primal Fear thing at the end where you just go, all right. I wanted to kill these kids the entire time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Dead Man Walking.
Yeah.
When they're like, what happened? Well, but he's not enjoying it at the end. But
no, but I'm saying, like, that she's definitely smiling in that picture.
1,000%. She's got a smile on. Harry from
She's like, I don't have a good stationary face. I don't have a good resting face.
She goes, you know what? This is going to be really ill-timed.
Yeah.
But whenever you tell me to smile, I actually do smile.
Because this is going to seem inappropriate, but I don't like my resting face. So if you don't mind for the picture, I'm going to cheese.
Yeah, she goes, can I use this as an ID in my jail?
But before they take the picture, she goes, wait a second. She like rustles her hair up. Like, now.
Dude, his Tiny Tim hair.
I mean, he's ridiculous looking.
He looks ridiculous.
Yeah, it looks like he plays a ukulele for children he then molests.
Yeah, he looks like
but man, did I have it wrong.
But he looks like 500 years ago he would have walked in the room going, and now here's a story of the king. Oh, his conquest.
It looks like he should have a long, straight horn that's got a flag hanging off the horn.
What if I told you regal tales?
Robin of Locksley.
A family chained in their basement, and the father, who looked like a monarchist.
You can catch that in further tales of Bultree.
Oh, yes.
At the Toppin.
What if I told you all the finest children were chained in a basement? 13 fucking kids, man.
Yeah, and it says, I love it says the parents could not provide a logical explanation for why the kids were restrained.
They went like this. The cop goes, why'd you have them restrained? And one of the cops goes, kids. What?
Did you see this? Keegan in New York says there's video of their wedding renewal, and it was done in Vegas by Elvis.
Shut
like they're fun-loving other times.
Find that. He goes, do y'all take each other to lock and padlock, key and lock? And they write the vows.
Oh, that's the way to take care of some little kin, right? Orang-a-doo, orang-a-doo, dang-doo, orang-a-doo.
That's my favorite part of the pedophile album. Orang-a-doo, orang-a-doo, orang-a-doo.
You got some good-looking kids right there. How much for them? I'm just kidding, unless you're not kidding. Orang-a-doo, dang-doo, orang-a-doo.
If I give you a pink Cadillac, can I go into that basement and have a little kid dog pile?
Just give me 20 minutes in that basement.
Wow, don't ask any questions. Here it is.
Forever. I, Louise. I take you, David.
Holy shit.
To be my husband.
Once again. My best friend.
My best friend.
My soulmate.
My soulmate.
To have and to hold.
Pause it for a second. I'll tell you what.
The warden to my kid jail.
By the way, never has that term ever. I think the term soulmate's stupid.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's impossible.
It is dumb.
You can't always find your soulmate in the same town you live in.
Yeah. Where you go, oh, you were born in the same shithole I was born in?
Yeah.
Soulmates.
Just two people who figured out they can get through some things together.
Actually, I kind of disagree with you because you can find your soulmate if you're like, I've always wanted to have a lot of kids and chain them up downstairs. And she goes, oh, I've always wanted that. And you go,
you took the words out of my mouth. I said, never has that word resonated with me ever. Until when he said soulmate right there, it hit me. I'm like, yeah, for sure. This woman smiling. Now, listen, his haircut tells me he was definitely into this.
Oh.
He was into doing this thing. And then you're like, but the wife's got to be some sort of like brainwashed, like, sad sack, whatever. That's in that picture. That dude found his soulmate.
Just the way that Gerald Foose
fucking Yertle the turtle head over there.
Yertle the turtle goes, oh, the kids are all chained in the basement.
Hey, Peter Tork.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this is great.
I wonder if our audience, if anyone knows what I mean when I say Peter Tork.
I don't.
It's the Monkees.
All right, dude. Well, I wasn't born in 1955.
Oh, man. I love a good mean thing. Garrett says the woman had a baby at 49, so she needs credit, too.
That is, you know what? Garrett's right.
I was surprised at how well she's held up after 13 kids.
I mean, pretty good. And he is right. She got one in right before the buzzer.
Yeah.
That's a buzzer beater. A kid at 49, and they're wearing glasses.
Why is she wearing, they're all wearing sunglasses.
Oh, they are just socially retarded.
Well, I'll tell you what they don't have. Rhythm.
Oh.
Oh, my God. The dad is exactly the blocky idiot you thought he was.
Oh, man. His haircut is exactly... When they say don't judge a book by its cover...
They're simply doing the kick, one kick, second leg kick.
He doesn't get it.
He can't catch the rhythm of it.
Well, you know when he finds the rhythm? In the sack, because he's fucking 13 kids, dude. That guy's draining them. So I don't know what rhythm you want. That guy's fucking all dick to cervix.
I'll bet the dude's got. I'll bet the dude's got a hammer and a half.
Oh hell yeah, he's got dumb person dick.
Yeah, he's got big,
that means he's
thick, heavy hang dick,
like a roll of uncooked, like cookie dough.
Yeah. Cookie dough.
He just puts that uncooked cookie dough in there and just shoots a fucking load.
Fires off.
Pah! And he goes like this. It's done.
He's like, babe, you know I get lightheaded if I stay hard too long. So
she goes, okay, but I need a baby. He goes, I know what you want. That's what I do.
How do you celebrate your love for each other that much, but you have to chain 13 kids?
Have you ever tried to stay in love with having that many children?
Yeah, you need some me time.
You got to lock them in the basement, man. If you want to I'll tell you what.
If you were
they are not compared. That marriage is strong.
Yeah.
He goes. I love her since I love her just as much as I did the first day. You go. Well, what helped your marriage? Master lock? What? Nothing.
Master lock.
Heavy chains?
Yeah. Soundproof basement?
Yeah. He goes, I don't know. Learned a little bit about sound engineering. Learned how to tie some knots. And I love my baby girl.
That's the answer to the question is what happened was when the first kid was like starting, there was getting a rift. They were arguing a little bit more.
He goes, all right, Diane. I kind of need some time for myself.
It's like, what happened? Where are we?
What happened?
What happened to us? And it's like, I'll tell you. Ever since that beautiful little 4-year-old girl down there came into our lives, she goes, we've just been so stressed and running crazy and nuts. Like, I'd hate to say it, but I feel like the problem is it's the responsibility of the kids. It's wearing on our relationship. But I want to be with you. I want to be with you too.
They did the thing where
Can we start locking these fuckers in the basement? Or
they got there way more angry. He goes, I just fucking miss you. I miss just being us. I miss just being alone. Sometimes I just want to fucking lock that kid in the basement. And I'm serious. I just want to lock him in the basement. She goes, I do too.
I have the same thoughts.
And he goes, I mean, we could try.
It's crazy though, right? We couldn't do that. She goes, it's totally crazy.
She goes, crazy.
We get in trouble. He goes, well, I mean, I don't know how much trouble we get in. I mean, like, it's like we have a pretty good relationship with the cops. They don't ask a lot of questions. You know what I mean? He goes, I guess we could homeschool. He goes, stop talking crazy. This is nuts.
She goes,
this is ridiculous.
Stop. Everything you're saying is making sense.
No, look, I get like logistically it makes sense, but I mean, like, I mean, these are our babies.
What kind of parents would we be?
You don't. I mean, like, I love them. I love her. I'm just saying, I'd like her to be chained down in the basement. Like,
maybe I would like to watch one episode of Friends without having her cry.
See, I'm a person who thinks like you could lock a kid in the basement and still love them completely. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean we don't love them.
He goes, what if we tried it? Just one night. Just one night. We're gonna do one night. One night. She goes, David, I mean this. One night. He goes, Louise, one night. And then the next morning they're having breakfast, and he goes, oh, she's still in the basement. And he goes, I totally forgot, because last night you were a tiger in the sand. And he goes, I felt it. I felt like I was prowling.
He goes, oh my God, the kids, I gotta go check on them. Then he comes up, and she goes, how are they? He goes, they're alive still.
He goes,
you could just keep them down there.
I haven't seen them sleep like that.
He goes, maybe it's good for them.
He goes, I think they like being chained.
He goes, do you think the black mold's helping?
She goes, saving money on food. I'll tell you this, they stopped eating lunch. That's good. I put a sandwich down there on a plate. They sent it right back up.
The 6-year-old's growing mushrooms.
I think, oh, that's pretty cool. He goes, do you think we should stop at 10 kids? 3 more. Yeah, these people are going to fucking rot.
Should a baby have bed sores? It's like, you know what? Let's have another one, put it down there, control experiment.
I don't know. Yeah. Look, we need a, yeah, this is, they're going away for a long time.
I mean, ever, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, they should.
Those kids
should
go,
rot in jail.
those kids go where?
The system, dude.
You think?
29-year-old ain't fucking taking care of them.
They're so white.
I don't know if they would release.
He goes, wait, the system, but they're so white.
Sorry, Pinks, we got to release you back into the wild.
Feral, they go feral.
Yeah.
I mean, like, would you trust? I mean, who in the family do you trust?
Wait, who is this?
Well, this is
That's the couple that pays to watch them all have sex.
This is the mom's sister, who I believe is a Christian motivational speaker, and she said that she hasn't seen them in 19 years. Her parents tried to go down there, and they wouldn't tell them where they were living. And they, like, kind of thought something was up, but didn't know it was this.
Do you hope there's so much where she's like, if she was awesome, when they go, you're willing to take all of those children, she goes, yeah, we got a huge basement. I'm just fucking around. I'll take the son bitches.
She goes, oh, I'll take them. I mean...
It says they loved Disneyland. They'd go to Disneyland a bunch.
I bet. Man, if Disneyland and basement are your only things, Disneyland's even better.
What a first to sixth gear that is. I mean, where you're just like in a basement, and then you're like, happiest place on earth, back to your basement. You know, bummed to be at the last night of Disneyland.
I mean, just like it shows you like how they just get used to the world they're in some way. It's like that movie Room, because I said like when they're buying them. We're looking at a picture now. They're in Disney World. They're all wearing the Who from Whoville's, right? Like the Thing 1, 2.
Thing 1, 2.
And they're all wearing the Thing 1 through 12 or 13 or whatever it is. And, I mean, when they're like, hey, kids, you want to get these shirts? They were all probably like, yeah!
I'm Thing 7!
Or do you think just like, hey, kids, you want to get these shirts? And they're like, I just need water. Yeah. Please.
Mister?
I need water.
Mister? No, I'm your dad. Warden?
That's where I wonder if we're going to find out that there was sexual abuse going on.
No, there wasn't. Of course there was.
You think?
Dude, they had 13 kids chained in the basement. Why do you do that? Storytelling reasons?
You think they were just letting people like pay to wail on them?
No.
I thought maybe them.
No, them. That dude's haircut tells me I fuck my own kids. That's the those I fuck my own kids bangs.
that is the hair you see between the legs of a 10-year-old. You know what? As I was coming out, I was like, someone's gonna turn the radio off for that one, because that's a real visual. When you see this guy's Mo haircut,
oh god!
I mean, that's the hair that rests above the eyes that looks over the pelvis of a 10-year-old.
Oh god! At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, we will post this. We're gonna take our first break.
Could you imagine having these kids in the basement and doing anything else in the world? Just having to go. It's like, Christ, hon, I got to order new nose hair trimmers. These just went on me. Dude. Son of a bitch. And somewhere in your mind is also like, I'm going to figure something out with these 13 kids at some point.
What about is something as simple as leaving your keys in the house? So you leave, and all the kids are like, he's gone. He's gone. Oh, I forgot my keys. And they're like, he's back. Oh, God. It's just something simple like, I forgot my keys.
Put on your Thing 11 shirt and smile.
Yeah. Thing 8. Where's Thing 8? They don't even know each other's names. Thing 8!
By the way, the sister that's going to take the kids, is that what she's going to do? She's going to take them?
I don't know if she's going to take them.
I hope not, because she looks like the lady. Remember the girl who got in the fight at the restaurant that we used to watch? And then turned out she did like a chubby, big tit webcam.
Yeah, the one who yelled at the guy.
Yeah.
And the poke.
Yes.
Yeah, the poke freak out. She
looks exactly like that.
Poke lady.
It also looks like she's going at like she's traveling at the speed of sound with the window down. I don't know. Her smile goes to her ears. She looks, you know what? Don't give the kids to her.
Here's a quote from her. She says, "We've been so worried about them because it's been so strange, but there's nothing we could do. They wouldn't let anyone visit, and we didn't know their address.
Things you could do.
I haven't seen her in 19 years. We would talk on the phone from time to time, but every time I'd ask to talk to her kids, she wouldn't let me." Flores, a mother of 7, I mean, this whole family talks.
Can I talk to the kids, please? Phone cord don't reach the basement.
She goes, "Yell it out. I'll put it next to the vent." She goes, "You're on speakerphone."
Are you kids okay? We can't hear you, Aunt Donna. Please get help, Donna. Please, Aunt Donna.
I've lost 3 times at Madden.
I can't hear you, kids. I'm saying, can you say it again?
We need water.
You see your fucking Turpin come in. Yeah, yeah. He's spurring them.
Yeah. He's got cattle prods.
Who wants to talk next?
It's one of your birthdays. And guess which one?
You ready to get your birthday zaps? How old are you? He goes, I'm 1. I'm 1.
Exactly.
Oh, hell no.
You're going to stay that tiny, too. Dude, he's just at he's at Great Clips, and they go, "Okay, so what do you want us to do?" He goes, "Can you make it look like I have my kids in the basement and I fuck them occasionally?" I go, "Got you." Snip, 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 and we'll see you later. See ya.
Jacob, could we just go and take our before 7 break?
Double up now? Yeah, sure.
No, not now. Do you want?
You want to go late?
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much more here.
Jacob, you're like a fun parent that wouldn't keep us trapped in the basement. Are there any more videos?
I'm amazed by their love. I mean, people search their whole lives to try and find a love like these two have.
It's so true.
I mean, it really is weird that you would find, I mean, you know, there's all these songs about having a woman that's down for your cause. And this psycho.
But it's anything. If you're into like some fucking
kids,
if you're just into some weird shit, and you can find somebody that's like, I'm way into that too.
Yeah.
Like, you may have found a soulmate. If you're into
crazy shit,
yeah.
Here's a question: when they go to Vegas to renew their vows, their love for each other, who's watching the kids?
The kids are all with them. They were all there. That's what those pictures are from.
So wait, you go from having zero like worry about kids because they're all chained in the basement, which any parent, and I know this is sick, but Jay, you'll admit this, you're a parent. Having a kid chained in the basement, you are relieved a little bit as a parent.
Completely. Oh my God! If Isabel was just chained in a basement somewhere, I mean, and I knew where she was,
she's safe.
Oh my God!
If Carla had a good padlock and chain in her house in Long Island, and you knew your daughter was chained in the basement,
fucking Black Snake Moan, my kid.
Yeah. And but you would sleep.
He goes, Jay, I know you call it Black Snake Moaning your kid, but why are you making her wear panties and a half top? I'm like, I thought that's part of the Black Snake Moan thing. He goes, yeah, no, I just meant I meant the act of chaining someone to a furnace.
You went, I should go get those thing 1 through thing 10 shirts. Do they have an interview? Go back up to the news story. Is there an interview with? It's just neighbors right now.
Yeah, they're not interviewing the parents yet. There was a quote I saw where the Elvis that married them said they seemed like a nice family.
He goes, well, let me tell you something.
Kids were in line.
He goes, didn't hear one peep out of them. They stayed in the back pew, and I think they just tried to eat it.
Oh, thank God there's 14, because I got 2 for 1 deal. Oh, hang-a-doo, hang-a-doo, dang-doo, hang-a-doo.
I could do 7 weddings if y'all want to marry your kids to each other.
I was taking home one of the daughters. Then I found out she was 29. Yuck.
I said, gross. Legally, this is great, but sexually, it bugs me. I wouldn't mind if you were a little bit younger and a little bit tinier.
Can you keep saying I'm 13? How about if I promise to stop fish hooking you if you do it? Harangadoo.
Harangadoo. How'd I give you a nice Aziz Ansari claw?
Yeah.
Karate claw.
I know we're not going to get into the story really because it's probably ad nauseum.
It's ad nauseum.
But just I will say about the Aziz Ansari, the funniest thing was when I heard that, we're not type friends of any type. Yeah. No, just his whole story of what's going on. I'm not friends with his at all, and of course he's somebody who I watched be like, hey, there's this hilarious open mic kid, Aziz Ansari, to being like internationally famous and wealthy. They were like, I go, chink in the armor. He must be a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. And then I read, and I'm furious at this woman for one thing and one thing only.
What?
You're making me have to publicly defend Aziz Ansari completely and totally in saying that's so fucking ridiculous, man.
Well,
I mean, that lady is so horrible for women.
There's a lot of backlash happening over that article.
That chick's bad for what women have to go through and are trying to do here. That's another example of someone where you're like, oh man, like you're fucking up. People need help. For real, by making us think about that.
It's almost good, though, that it came out because it's the first thing that's come out that there has been backlash for, and I think women are really, like, jumping on this. Women.
Although if you're asking a girl if she's enjoying herself while she's sucking your dick, I think it's hard to say, with a dick in your mouth. I could be like,
Are you good? It's like when the dentist asks. He's like, you doing okay? He goes,
you feel that at all?
So are you cool? What do you think about keeping 13 kids in your basement? Love it.
He goes, that's what he is. He asks his wife every question with dick in her mouth.
Yeah,
he goes, should we keep all these fuckers just chained in the basement all the time now?
It's like when she takes out a mouthpiece. I was saying maybe not the youngest we could keep upstairs, but definitely the 13 to 29-year-old. 29-year-old's kind of pissing me off anyway.
Babe, the youngest is the most annoying. She's like, you're right. Oh, gloved it.
She goes, almost touched the ground. See that spit almost touched her eye?
Ooh, like spaghettis.
What is this?
Scatty slurp.
Oh no! I don't want to. This is a rabbit hole we can go down, and we have a much better story. These 13 kids getting changed.
No, absolutely. I'm just saying for the record, it's like it's such a bummer when you see that shit, man.
Yeah. Well, let's focus our energy on this fucking loser.
Yeah, it's really here. To have those two things come up together, and it's like this girl says that was the worst day of my life. I'm like, you've led a really great life, man. There's kids being chained in basements by their parents.
Watch you talk to the 29-year-old that's built like a 14-year-old.
I'm like, every one night stand was a worst night of my life. Move on.
Yeah. I've had a toothy beach. I get it.
Yeah, you didn't say nothing either.
I cried on the ride home though.
You gutted it out.
I got nicked. I took a flesh wound like Antonio Banderas in Desperado.
She had one sharp molar, man. Really took it.
Yeah. And she goes, I go, Nick!
Puncture.
He nicked me. God. You know what? Don't worry. You just bladed me like Dusty Rhodes at Starcade. I'm just leaking out the top of my forehead. You
put a little piece of toilet paper on it, dab it.
I blade my dick like it's an old 80s wrestler. That son of a bitch is busted wide open.
They can't be facing anything other than life
kidnapping.
In jail.
I mean, think of all the charges they're going to get. I mean, dude, that's great. God damn it, I love the internet. At the bonfire. Dude, that is my favorite thing. That is my favorite thing I've seen. Who made that?
Marcus Silva.
God damn it, Marcus Silva. You fucking genius. What a home run.
That's so
Jane
great.
Christine is the parents. Christine, I do not like how easily that photoshopped in.
That's why I'm not having kids, man. I just can't trust myself.
Please give that in.
I can't trust I won't chain my offspring in a basement.
Oh,
there's an excellent chance I can convince Christine to chain kids in the basement.
1,000%. I know how your guys' relationship works, and let me tell you, if you had more than 4 kids, I would immediately check your basement first. If I came over, if I was like,
where are the kids? I'm like,
hey,
friends' houses.
I go, hey guy, you mind if I go downstairs real quick?
No, dude, honestly, guy, like the heat's up here, and if you open the door, just it's a vacuum.
Nah, Jay, I just kind of don't know where the kids are, so I just wanted to say hi to them real quick. So
they're at a friend's house. They're just at a friend's house right now.
Okay, because I swear I just heard a lot of moaning from the basement.
Oh yeah, it's an old boiler.
And then you just keep trying
it's an old boiler. Help! Help! Yeah. I mean, it's old, man. We need a new one.
Here it sounds like a whistling.
It's desperate.
Falcone's defending Disney because she found out that listen, Disney is an expensive vacation for 2 people. I can't imagine how it would cost for a family of 15. They had to cut costs somewhere. This just Disney over feeding their kids. I kind of get it. Falcone's that big of a Disney fan.
Well, I have to jump in here. They are Southern Californians. They're talking about just going to Disneyland, not doing like a Disney World vacation, and it's down the street from their house.
So I wonder how they
Can you imagine walking through the airport and they're all like, their ankles are all shackled together?
Like a chain gang?
Yeah, they're just picking up garbage with little staffs on the way.
You know how angry I'd be if I got
Are you guys a chain gang?
I'd be doing that frustrated white traveler thing where I'd be behind the whole gang and the whole family. I go, I'm sorry, is this Sky Priority line? It's just, There's just 13 kids chained. No, I'll wait. No, it's. Oh, God, he's got to get on my flight.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get on my flight.
Sorry, we have 13 kids.
Dude, so we have
They're
to
very pale.
So we have to take off all of the chains.
Everyone. Can't we just get them all aisles?
Yeah. Oh, dude, a flight with that family?
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I bet those kids are crazy well-behaved, though.
Dude, I bet they are so in line. I would love to see a movie with that family.
He goes, is that baby going to cry? He goes, that baby hasn't cried the entire 8-hour flight. I'm going to go to the bathroom and come back and look at it. The baby's just like wide-eyed. Like,
yeah. She goes,
I think that baby might be petrified to death. That might be a stuffed baby.
Miss, is your baby taxidermied? She goes, you want to know the secret? It's actually 11.
Yeah. Here's the thing, yeah. He can totally be reasoned with. I know he's only 1 foot tall.
He goes, but I have deep conversations about stuff from exist. I mean, that is the grossest. Please tweet that out. That's the grossest shit in the world. But that is definitely a couple that still fucks after 13 kids.
Oh, yeah, man. They're in love. And that's why you know this guy's got a mule on him.
Oh, man. She's like, give me more baby juice.
This guy's got a mule kick in the snatch. Makes that thud noise. Yeah.
It just sounds
like a dry hit.
It's like when you hear a real fight where you're like, ow.
God Christ.
You want to take our double break right now?
Should we do it now, Jakob? Okay. I guess we'll do that then. All right.
We got a good guest coming in today.
Great guest coming in today, everyone. It's Bonfire.
Yeah, I'd say it is.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
I will kill your parents, Sam.
Family music all day on the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson.
I sure am.
Who's going to be at the Greenville Comedy Zone in Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah, without kids trapped in the basement. South Carolina, Thursday. That's actually this Thursday, the 18th through Saturday, January 20th. Go get tickets at bigjcomedy.com. And, of course, follow us at the Bonfire SXM, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
I hate it when you disregard your own plugs.
I will.
I hate it so hard. You go, anyway, moving on. Then I got to go, wait, no, Dan Soder.
Okay.
Is going to be, I don't like it.
Okay.
You're beta dogging me.
I'm negging you. I'm like, no, I guess you just don't want to say that.
Dan Soder's going to be at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. Yeah, January 19th and 20th. Get tickets for that and all of Dan's hilarious shows at dansoder.com.
I used neg wrong. I wasn't.
Well, hey, man. There's no way to use it right. Lose right here. It's a day after Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, stop it. Oh, Jay. I'm going to do morning talk show lady apology.
Oh, you're bad.
Oh, guys. Jay. Come on. Let's go.
You could do better than that. You're better than that.
Well, our guest is walking right in right now, so let's just do his plugs. Let's just fucking do this shit.
Is he coming in right now? He's here?
You know him from the Tuesdays with Stories podcast. The other part of Tuesdays with Stories, not Mark Norman, known as Joe List. He's going to be at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey, February 8th through the 10th. You can check out his podcast, Tuesdays with Stories, on iTunes, and I believe his website is joelistcomedy.com. I thought that was going to time out where, right as I said that.
It's okay. You know, while again, we haven't talked about it all. I know it's old news now, but I mean, fucking Eagles.
Well, that's why I was going to wait for him, because you guys still have teams in the playoffs.
They don't count the Patriots.
As what?
They're just always sort of there. It's just boring.
They're like the Duke of the NFL. It gets tiresome, like Spurs. It's tiresome watching them win. You like them, Black Lou?
I don't mind them. I like to see greatness when it's happening.
Oh,
you know
like
what I'm saying?
So Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time.
Basically.
He's the greatest. And I'm not going to say that with Joe List in the room, because I'll always say Joe Montana is better in front of Joe List. But
no, what he did in the Super Bowl last year was, nothing short of spectacular. I mean, he did. That was insane.
Yeah, coming back on the Falcons. And I also felt like it was because I said, oh, Mike's going to get a Super Bowl ring when the Falcons were up.
Any Minnesota listeners out there will say, I know it's no, this isn't negative at all. To any Joe List is here. To any Minnesota listeners, I'll tell you, it's war. It's war now. But I will say that was the most exciting, most happy for a team also moment I've had.
Oh man, I was happy until I saw Williams just whiff that tackle, and I felt real bad for that dude.
Oh, yeah.
Because he took out his own player.
I don't worry about losers, Dan.
Well, there's a guy that's a fucking long off season for that guy.
Yeah, he's going to have a rough go of it.
Real long off. Sitting down at the mic.
And he also wiped out his own player.
Yeah, took his own guy out. Jay says he doesn't count the Patriots as a team because they're always there. Like, there's no excitement because you guys are always in the playoffs.
Well, they are a team.
No.
To the best of your knowledge.
Yeah. They're a team.
They're not an individual.
There's a whole gang of them.
No, when I said I don't count them, when you were like, oh, this is very exciting, because I started to bring up football, you go, that's why I was waiting for Joe to come in, because you guys both still have teams in the playoffs. But I go, my excitement for that is a different. This is old hat for you.
Yeah, I mean, I just assume
they're always in the playoffs. They're always fighting.
Always in the AFC Championship game. It must be nice.
7th year in a row.
Jesus.
And then a bunch of before that. I can't keep track anymore, to be honest with you.
That's
wild.
I mean.
This is why I want them to lose. This is why I cheer for them to lose.
I've never asked a question of this of a Patriots fan, and I think this isn't a stupid question. Do you get tired? Does your emotion level go down from it's not as exciting anymore?
No, because people hate the Patriots so much, and they just want you to lose so bad that it feels that much better. And it's kind of like, it reminds me of, remember that scene in Comedian where Jerry's talking about going to governors, and he's like, it's everything you try so hard not to, you know this, with Philly. Everything you try hard not to be, but no, deep down you still are.
Yeah.
Brady throws a touchdown pass, and I'm like, suck my dick! And you want to be an adult and mature and go, it's sports. But it really, I mean, I love it. I love everyone we are so much better than you. It's crazy, and I love it.
I think I've told this story.
That's the thing. I mean, I think it's a done deal.
Well, what's funny is like that energy, because Boston, as a sports city, were the lovable losers till 2004, and then with Brady winning it in 2001 and kind of turning that around, and then the Red Sox getting good, then the Celtics getting good, and then the Bruins. I mean, best sports city since 2001.
Yeah, it's the same. Well, people
last
forget,
15 years, it's crazy.
It was really sad. I mean, the Patriots were 1-15. They were always blacked out. We'd have to listen to the games on the radio. I think I've told this story a bunch before, but the saddest moment, the only true moment my dad and I have ever had, we used to watch Monday Night Football, and I'd be like, why are the Patriots never on? And my dad put his hand on my shoulder. He's like, it's for the good teams, son. And I remember
and now you guys have the best team.
And now we're on. I mean, they'd have us on every Monday.
But what's funny is you guys keep some of that loser anger. It's still in some Boston sports fans. And I remember when we were watching, I was at your family's house for Thanksgiving, the butt fumble between the Patriots and the Jets.
Oh, yeah.
And your brother-in-law was like, he went from being like, right, Patriots, everyone's on the Patriots. And we're like, yeah, you guys are king. And then, as they started beating the shit out of the Jets, he just turned on me because he knew I was a 49ers fan. And he was like, you think Joe Montana's better than Tom Brady? And I'm like, let's not get into this right now, Chip. We've been drinking, and you guys are running away with the game. And he's like, no, you think Joe Montana's better than Tom Brady? And you're like, I don't want to get into a sports argument. Why are we having a sports? Your team just won. It's Thanksgiving. It's funny to watch that because Boston sports fans, they still have that thing where they're like, fuck you.
Well, also football, you get, if you win the division, if you're in the playoffs, you're so close. You're just a couple wins away. Baseball, it's such a long season and so crazy, or even hockey and basketball, that you're like, it's so hard to win those and get the. I don't live and die as much for those, but football, they're in the play. You're like, you win one game, now you're in the AFC. You're so close.
Well, that's the big deal with Jay.
For the Patriots, it's you win one game, you're in the AFC. Some people have to go through. There's a whole wild card division you've probably never heard of.
We did that too. That was I was 20 when that happened. But, we did it that way as well.
But I remember. It's been how many years since you guys were in the NFC Championship game? 7 years. 7 or 8 years.
They haven't been in the AFC Championship since 2008.
2008. I was at your house. I watched that game with you when it was against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Nate and I went over there and we watched the NFC Championship game, and it feels like fucking forever since you. The 49ers have gone from being shitty to best team in the NFC for a little bit, back to shitty in the time that the Eagles have been back to the NFC Championship game.
Foles got them to a wild card round. They lost in 2013. And that was it. So, this is a big deal. I mean, we got a backup quarterback, but he played a hell of a game this week. But, man, the Vikings, I was saying, was just like, how could you have not liked them?
Yeah.
I mean, Case Keenum turning around, just seeing him mouthing like, oh, my God.
That was crazy.
It's so that was so exciting. I mean, Christine barely understands the game of football and was like excited and like just blown away by that.
It was like 5 lead changes in 90 seconds. It was insane.
Well, I like the drama of they pointed out that the Vikings historically lose in the playoffs to a missed kick.
Right.
And then with very little time left, the guy hits like a deep kick. And you're like, he's just changed history. And then Breeze marches right back down the field.
Yep.
And they put up 3 points. And then, against all odds, dude, that was crazy.
Drew Brees is a real pleasure. That guy is such a great player. It's so fun. I sound like a real nerd.
And
there's no joke coming. I'm like, this is really enjoyable.
I'm so happy to not be facing him in the playoffs.
Well, that's exactly what's funny is Vecchione. This is something that Philly fans do is they get very excited. I've noticed you and Vecchione. I can't say all Philly fans, but just the two that I know.
Me and Vecchione approached the Eagles very differently.
I've never seen Vecchione excited before.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing is he's very
his wooden heart.
Oh man, he just sits there and watches it like a military dad. Where he goes, then it's over. Let's move on. Turn the channel. I'm done.
All right, guys, that job's done. Now let's go.
He was so bummed out because he's like, I don't want to face Drew Brees. We're not going to win. We're not going to beat Drew Brees. That when that play happened, he was like, yeah.
That's kind of why I got so excited too.
And then because I think you guys have a shot against the Vikings.
Yeah.
I really do.
Says.
I think
the only shot they have is against the Vikings.
It's going to be like a bit like you guys play Big Ten football. They play Big Ten football.
Well, the same thing's happening. Both guys running with a backup quarterback.
This was
crazy.
So bizarre.
It was so bizarre.
And also, I don't know what it is.
I mean, how could you not love Diggs, the receiver?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
but really, man, sometimes,
I mean, what a moment in his life.
But sometimes empathy can ruin things. And the second, like, I was so excited for it for like 3 minutes, and then I watched Williams miss and take out his own player, and immediately my heart sank, and I was like, that poor son of a bitch.
Yeah,
I hope he's homeless by next year. It means nothing to me.
I feel for him, but what a crazy play!
Yeah,
mind blowing. And he looks great. Somebody did the GIF or GIF or whatever of who's the kid from The Simpsons?
Nelson.
Nelson, you see that? Nelson jumping through the window. Not Nelson, the nerd kid.
Oh, Milhouse?
No, not the other kid. The bald kid.
Curly.
The kid that jumps through the windows. I don't know. I've watched The Simpsons since I was
Ralph
11.
Wiggum?
Wow, Ralph.
Yeah.
Is it Ralph? I can't even
yeah.
remember. But there's a guy in The Simpsons with his hands down, jumping through a window. I've blown the whole thing. And
oh, you see the one?
Simpsons.
You see they do the.
We should do a new podcast called Joe Explaining Memes.
Did you? Have you seen the? What's the name of the guy that dives in and misses?
Oh, Williams? Yeah, the RKO? That was my favorite. Or Stone Cold
Stunner, yeah.
Someone giving him a stunner.
Now, if he didn't take out his own player, would that guy have caught him, you think?
Yeah.
Christine, look for the Stone Cold Stunner on this play.
I mean, 43 he just whiffs.
Yeah, for sure, but here's the thing.
Whiffs.
How many times do you think someone's tried to give him, like, hey, man, history's got to happen, and, like, you were part of it, like, if that doesn't, you don't miss that play, That's not a moment in history.
Oh man! I mean, what's crazy is that like they got to revel in the win a little bit. If you're a fan,
that was the funniest thing in the world.
Making her come back,
and
out.
I knew that was going to happen. I'm surprised that no one sees that coming. I called that from the second it happened. I go, oh wow, they just got to snap the ball one more time for the extra point, and it's over. Or I was even saying if they're going to do the extra point, if it's going to affect betting odds or whatever. But I go, what are they going to do? And it turns out they were like, the Saints seem to be going back in the locker room.
Hey, it fucked up a lot of people's bets.
I heard it did mess up the betting.
Can you bring that up? This game is like one of the worst games for gamblers ever.
I'm sure, but having when you're in the locker room, already punched a locker, you've already spiked your helmet on the ground, and then they go, hey guys, I don't know how to tell you this, but 11 of you guys, any 11 really, just got to go back out there. He goes, what, like right outside the locker room, like right in this end zone here? He goes, oh man, you got to
huddle up.
You got to go march the entire 100 yards to the other end zone. It was like the opposite side of the field.
Now we need you to huddle up on the goal line. What? Huddle up on the goal line. Field goal block team. I need field goal block team.
Get out there, man. He goes, hey man, I'm a backup kicker. He goes, I know, man, just please.
You're one of 11 that I found that are close enough to the field.
Who was number 6? He must have been a backup kicker or a punter or something like that.
Yeah,
punter.
Number 6 just went out there. He had no idea what was going on.
I'm on it, guys. This is big.
It looks like when they give
and then they make him wait while he does the crazy, the clap chant. He makes him all. He goes, hey Case, do me a favor, bub. Can you just fucking snap this ball so I can go back in the locker room and finish crying?
Hey Case, I know you're trying to get a sing along going here. Real hurt. I'm hurting. I think we're all hurting.
I don't know if you noticed, but we're all in there. All soap in the sock beating Williams right now, and I'm kind of missing that. So if you guys could snap that ball, I'd like to get in there.
I kind of want some kicks.
He probably loved the number 6 guy. Probably loved it. He's like, I'm getting some camera time. He also was in like a catcher's position on the line. He was just squatting like he was taking a dump. That's how I take dumps.
I'll tell you what's great too. They show a close up at the end of the game of Manti Te'o.
Yeah,
sad
looking
face
for his girlfriend.
Sad face, and you're like, this isn't the saddest he's been.
Oh no, dude! When that fucking story came out, when he got catfished.
How do you take him seriously? Him and the other guy. Doesn't the other guy still play the one that was like, they bully me?
Oh, dude! What's even crazier is Richie Incognito, the racist dude that bullied Martin. He's in the Pro Bowl this year.
Oh,
the racist he's in the Pro Bowl. The guy that he bullied, Martin, was on the Niners, and they fucking cut him.
Well, you could be racist and talented.
It turns out.
You know, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah, and he banged his 11-year-old niece, I believe.
Yeah, he's in there.
Chuck Berry used to film people taking shits, and
and he also gave us Johnny Be Good. So let's just be thankful and move forward.
Yeah, but I believe
your kids locked in a basement. Take him to Disney World.
Oh, you got 13 kids? Lock them in a basement, take them to Disneyland, and it washes out.
I believe Chuck Berry stole that from Marty McFly.
Nah,
if history serves me correctly.
Filming people's shit? Watching people's shit?
No, Johnny Be Good, man.
No, Johnny Be Good.
Oh, I thought
Marvin! It's your cousin Marvin Berry!
I thought Chuck Berry took the peeing on thing from Marty McFly. He goes, Marty, you gotta stop peeing all over these girls.
Was there any more descriptive dialogue in a movie ever?
What?
Hey, is Chuck there?
Oh, yeah.
It's his cousin Marvin. Who? Marvin Berry. Calling for Chuck Berry.
I do love that he's duck walking at that exact moment. Too, which is
dude, descriptive dialogue. They, used to get called for. I wonder if they have any like a YouTube compilation of that. Seinfeld, they said Seinfeld phone calls were always like hyper descriptive dialogue.
Oh, that's really
like you would repeat everything you hear. He goes, "You want me to meet you at so and so at that time? Okay,
wow.
We're gonna be seeing this movie. It's real Theater 2.
It's real snitch talk.
There's
like
a scene
you're wearing
like
a wire.
And you say, he goes, "Are you taping this, man?
Why are you talking like that?"
There's a scene like that in The Post. Have you guys seen The Post?
No.
It's got a lot of that Spielberg cheese on it. It's just oozing cheese. But like, there's a scene where it's like Meryl Streep and her daughter. And like they're just explaining so much in the scene. She's like, "Remember at your dad's funeral when you gave that speech and you said this?" And she like reads the speech and you're like, in real life she'd be like, "Yeah, I remember when my dad died 3 months ago. Like, I remember it well. What are you talking about? Why are we rereading the speech?"
I don't have memory lapses. Why are you doing this?
It's like, I remember. Yeah, I cry every night.
Yeah. Well, we before you came in, we were reading the story about the family in California that had 13 kids locked in their basement.
Oh, I never heard that.
Oh, so real quick anyway, before we move on, go Birds. That's all.
Oh, go Birds.
Go Birds.
Fly Eagles fly.
I have to watch it on a cruise ship, hopefully that has it.
Are you going to bring your Zubaz?
Oh, I should bring my Zubaz.
Goddamn right.
Oh, yeah. Watch the game of Eagles Zubaz? For sure.
Fucking A right, bud. Fucking A right, bud.
Yeah, we were talking about Mo from the Three Stooges and his ugly, and Larry Fine, his wife.
Yeah. They kept 13 kids locked in the basement.
He looks like Harry Dunn.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah.
No, I know what you're thinking. That's a Tuesday in Boston. Your kids locked up in a basement?
Yeah.
They're Catholic.
That's a fucking Southie babysitter. Yeah, fucking go to the game. Leave the kids fucking chained up.
They call it the Dorchester nanny.
Yeah, what are you fucking doing? Those kids are fine. Throw a loaf of bread downstairs. Yeah, David Allen Turpin and his wife Louisa Anna. I mean, Jay had a good point. They are soulmates.
Her name is Louisiana?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
That is hilarious.
I didn't even notice that.
Louisiana.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
Louisiana. David Allen Greer Turpin.
Her sister, Missouri.
Do you call him Dat for short? Like Dag?
Dat.
Oh, Dat in Louisiana?
Oh, Dat in Louisiana are fucking fun. Look at them.
Oh, there they... Wow.
So if you lived next to them and became Facebook friends with them...
So why are they blotting out their faces and everything except this?
Well, this is their personal Facebook that hasn't been deactivated yet. So the press is
they've
not
been locked
blurring it out.
Also, those kids don't know how to work a Facebook.
Well, don't put out any pictures of the kids.
I'm not, but it's really ridiculous. First of all, they have a joint Facebook account, so it's David and Louise Turpin.
Oh, look, his name is David and Louise.
I mean, publicly, they just have all the kids on display like they're a big happy family. They're
so
like
that's
the
what
Duggars.
I'm saying. So all the neighbors that are like, I can't believe this. If you were a neighbor of theirs and became Facebook friends with you, you'd be like, where the fuck are all your kids at?
The details of this are going to be so gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be
because here's the thing:
so
the fact that I see them smiling in this picture, they're so fucked in the head.
Yeah.
Like they're probably being explained to still that what's been happening to them is wrong.
Like this one has a
the little
chance.
ones. The little ones. Oh, that was yeah. That's why that one looks like it's the most
Why does it
confident
look
too.
like Boss Baby?
Yeah, Boss Baby. The baby in the front just he's looking at you. He's almost with a wink. He's like, I'll be fine.
It looks like it really looks.
I'll shake all this off. I don't remember tomorrow.
It looks like it really is.
I
like
won't remember this tomorrow.
Like that baby has a Luke who's talking Bruce Willis voice. Where it
Yeah,
goes,
too much
These
fruit.
kids were fucked. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
29-year-old's going to have a pretty hefty therapist bill.
Which one's a 29-year-old?
This one here?
They all have the same hair.
Look at the guys.
Oh
man.
He made the kids get
dad
turpin hair?
Yep.
Oh, they got the terpins. All the boys have terpins.
What? So wait, what happened? They had them locked in the basement?
Yeah.
They had them locked in the basement, but this is them renewing their vows in Las Vegas with an Elvis impersonator, and they brought all the kids to do this.
I think the one to the right of Elvis is the most grisly, ghastly one. Like we won't tweet it out because it shows their actual face and their kids. But no, the one to the left, that one is.
Can you make the picture bigger?
Right there. Yikes!
Can you make it bigger, even?
Oh yeah, he's. Oh god.
Well, now I'm starting to be
in.
concerned with inbreeding here because some of them are fucking actually look.
Yeah.
All whacked out. I like the zany one though on the right.
Yeah, he's fun.
He really entertains everybody in the basement.
He goes, I have to have a new 30 every time we're chained up.
He goes, I know a little up close magic and some crazy. Watch, my dickie.
He goes, I do a pretty good impression of dad fucking mom upstairs. It goes like this. Right, guys? Right? All right, for my next one, it's going to be Cynthia when she's thirsty. Help! Help! Help!
What's this? Starts scratching concrete. Like, that's us trying to escape. We're never going to get out of here. This is a hole.
Anyways, it's good to see you.
This is our coffin. This is one big coffin.
It's going to be your brother. Anyways.
It's nice that the dad leaves every spring to deliver the Stanley Cup, though. He looks exactly like that guy. Whose name I forget.
I mean, there's a 29-year-old in that group. That's the scary part. One of those kids is 29.
Well, look for the fuckable one.
Oh, man. One guy's going to go on a first date and be like, so what's up with your family? She goes, well, I was chained in the basement.
What is the reason for the basement chain?
How would you say...
Apparently they couldn't come up with a logical explanation for it.
How would you say, Dan, how about if you found out 13 kids keep them chained in a basement, but every day... one of them just lives as like they only have one kid.
Oh, so they tag out?
Yeah. So every 13th day
is your day.
You're going to have a pretty fucking great day. And by the way, they'll let you sleep with the TV on. There's no lights out at that house.
No curfew?
No curfew.
One every 13 days you're a regular kid.
1 out of 13 days. Do you hate him as much?
I don't know.
You know, the answer is yes, Dan. They're horrible people still.
I mean, but it is once every 13.
He goes, but I mean... can I eat whatever I wanted that one day?
Is that a cheat day?
It's a cheat day.
Disney radio? I mean, yeah.
You just love Disney.
Can you pull up the Stanley Cup presenter? I mean, I think it might be him. I feel like it's pretty dead on.
Wouldn't it be great if one of the kids just was just like mega hot or something? Like,
smoke it.
Just like
smoke it.
Or super fat.
Like Sierra?
One super fat. Like, what happened? He goes, well, we had 15 kids.
Yeah, and then one got 8.
Tommy ate Nathan.
But dude, if one of them was Sierra Sky... if you found out, you're like, oh yeah, that's her brother and sisters. You'd be like, I mean, that is hilarious, Joe.
That's fucking hilarious.
Fucking hilarious.
But by the way, this guy probably has kids in his basement.
Yeah.
Phil Pritchard?
Can we go check Phil Pritchard's basement?
All I'm saying is if you have the ability, check Phil Pritchard's basement. I'm just saying if you don't say something, you're part of the problem.
Yeah. Just for the sake of Pritchard's children, Phil Pritchard's kid.
Holy shit, man. I can't believe they're showing those. That baby
looks hilarious. I mean, I wish
they would change the picture. Someone deactivate this Facebook, please.
Because this baby picture is actually like the baby's expression is funny.
I mean, it looks like he's asking if you have a cigarette. Hey man, you got a butt?
No, it looks like
you got a butt. Look, you got a butt I can bump.
The baby looks like it knows we're talking about it. It's going like this. What are you going to do, right?
Yeah, he goes. I mean, 6 months for me. A lifetime of nightmare for these guys.
He goes, if you want the real stories, go to the 29-year-old one.
Because I'll be honest, my iron's probably a little low, but beyond that, I think I'll be fine.
I'm just learning what my hands do.
I wonder if any of the kids are actually kids of any of the daughters.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why there's some inbreeding going on here.
Because it is. Some of these kids are like adorable. They look like just your everyday run in the mill.
And some of them look like the people under the stairs.
But what is the big deal with inbreeding, really? I mean, that's time we have an honest conversation. Is it that big of a deal?
Let's open it.
Hey, this is the Bonfire, everybody.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. They ducked out
the big to do is that there is like proof of the genetic mixing causing all kinds of I mean, chihuahuas.
Look at that family.
Chihuahuas shake and fuck. Yeah, no, that hammerhead family might. I'm sure they.
Dude, it's gonna get real grisly.
I'm saying you're gonna find out. And laugh at these now. Let's all enjoy a good laugh at this right now.
I'm enjoying a good laugh at this inbreeding photo.
Yeah.
Google inbreeding is a lot of fun.
That's sort of what happens. But I mean, and by the way, if you put a Mo wig on those things, it looks like one of those brothers.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the one with glasses.
Yeah. So I mean, what's wrong with it? I think it's been proven you can't, like, those genetics should not be happening.
Yeah, when does it stop?
All right, I gotta make a phone call.
If we were such perfect creatures, why would it even be possible? Shouldn't there be a thing in us that says you won't get pregnant so we could just have sex with our beautiful, beautiful sisters and not have to worry about pulling out in time? I mean, I got to learn rhythm method with my sister.
I was thinking cousin. I'm not an animal over here. But,
oh, I'm sorry. You didn't like
this dame.
I didn't know you like to drink that close to the fountain. I'm drinking right out the fountain, dog. What's better than?
Do you have a cousin that you would fuck if you could?
No.
No?
No.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't ask me.
Joe.
I don't think out of all my cousins, there's not one where I'm like, man, I wish we were cousins.
But if they were hot, you would.
If they were hot, well, that's a whole different situation.
That's what I'm talking.
Well, it's how removed you are. If you're seeing them every Christmas, it's tough.
Yeah, you're right.
But if it's every few years,
every 5 years, you kind of go, "What's up with there?"
Yeah,
I have cousins that are super hot, but it's like they're my cousins, so I can be like, "Yeah, they're super hot and they're attractive people,
and they're
but
11,
they're my
Christine.
cousins."
I keep telling you not to bring it up publicly.
Yeah, they're 11. Oh God, we get it. Hairless bodies.
Their dicks are all nice. They're not salty yet from life.
She goes, coming out of the pool, looking good. You know, Christine, you thought about this a lot. Why? Do you have cousins you would fuck?
No, but I'm saying that I know. Oh wait. No, do I have cousins that are fucking hot cousins? Yeah, for sure. Super hot cousins. Oh, yeah, wow. Absolutely.
I got an aunt I wouldn't mind going down on, but that's where I draw the line. I mean, she's really sweet.
She goes, Joe, I made you another sweater. Now get down there and go, nom, 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 nom.
Get down there, Fanatic.
She goes, oh, okay, look up. Oh, you want to take your glasses off?
But yeah, no, for sure. I have cousins for sure that are like super hot. I mean, I don't think like I wish they weren't my cousins so I could fuck them. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying like they're definitely hot. I view them. If somebody said, "Hey, I got some filthy pictures or video of these girls," I'd be like, "Yeah, I'd look at that for sure in a heartbeat."
Of your cousin?
Yeah. Both of them.
That's crazy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Shut up.
You shut up.
I found a picture of my mom sucking off my step-pop before. I peeked at it.
Wow.
I would have tossed it across the room.
You would have went fire and never looked again?
I would have gone like this. Fuck! I wouldn't have gone like, fuck! All right, looks like she's got a hand motion in there.
All right, now you're making a lot of assumptions on what I did. Oh, man, that's hot. Hey, Joe, you make copies of these?
You go, never mind. I was going to take a picture of my phone.
I'm going to take some of the Photomat, get some copies.
Yeah. Can I print this out into a poster? I want to turn this into a comforter.
Hey, Jay, didn't you admit on this show that you hooked up with your cousin or something like that?
It's not my cousin, though. No blood relation.
Yeah, it was married. His step-pa.
It's like my dad's stepbrother's
The more alarming is you were a very young child and knew to put your mouth on a vagina.
Oh, that's an actual cousin. We're talking about two different things.
All right, tell us all about it.
Yeah, I walked the line of... because I've walked the line of inbreed.
Yeah, I go, Jay. That's why Jay's our expert. Jay's our bonfire.
No, not at all. The one cousin I say that I've actually like put my penis in for a moment or two is not a cousin.
Yeah. It's your dad's
and we knew that
stepbrother.
always. It was always like, but it's just like somebody I knew since I was a kid. That means, but my cousin, but again, it's like my grandfather's cousin's granddaughter.
Okay,
that's the best way I can put that. Is we used to play games where I would try to like eat her box. Yeah, but but that's little kid.
Yeah, but that's not inbreeding.
No, not at all.
In eating.
Also, what a generous.
No. I always pull out, man. I got to see it on the face, or I can't get off.
Yeah, man. What a generous lover you were as a child.
All giving.
Yeah,
totally. Yeah, absolutely. I guess that's the old me. Christine told me today I haven't eaten her box in fucking 3.5 years.
That's great. She goes, you know, it'd be really nice if you could just fucking eat my pussy. For once. Do you want to take our last break and come back with this mouse video?
Okay.
I mean, we got Joe List for the whole hour.
Yeah. Did you bring up the video I told you to bring up?
Oh, we'll watch both of those.
Yeah.
Hanging out with Joe List.
All right. We are hanging out with Joe List, who's got Tuesday with Stories.
And he's also at the Stress Factory, February 18th through the 20th.
No,
8th through 10th.
Oh, you tried to.
I've already switched dates. We're already fucked with the dates.
You tried to no-look fucking swing that one out of the park.
By the way, I tried to do it behind the back pass and went out of bounds.
February 8th through 10th.
8, 9, 10. We'll be celebrating a 6th Super Bowl championship for the New England Patriots at that point, I have to imagine.
It's very possible. I would, at very worst case scenario, like that to be against the Philadelphia Eagles.
I would love to watch the Jaguars win and then lose to the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
This is the only time America is rooting for the New England Patriots. Nobody wants a Jacksonville Jaguars Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah,
Jaguars
Eagles. Counts.
Jaguars Eagles.
Jaguars. I didn't know they had a team until last week.
A lot of bridges in Jacksonville. A lot of people jumping off those bridges when they lose.
Two-tone helmet.
Yeah, I like that.
Get real.
We're hanging out with Joe List, everybody. We're going to be right back. Take this thing all the way home.
Yeah, take it all the way home to the basement and lock it up.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Joe Jackson, much better father than the guy in California.
He only hit his kids.
I mean, much better. And pushed him towards the platinum records. Those fucking goofy 13 kids ain't going to go platinum. Am I wrong?
No, I think you're right. Listen, these kids are going to not be coming out with fucking skills and talent.
No. Unless it's drinking puddle water. It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. And joining us, Joe List, who's going to be at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey, February 8th through the 10th. You can go check out his podcast, Tuesdays with Stories, on iTunes, and all other information at joelistcomedy.com.
ComedianJoelist.com.
Damn it. All right, Joe.
Boy, enough with these no-look passes, Dan.
Well, I guess it's not up there.
You can catch Joe's first album, Joe List, Keeping It Real in Miami.
Joe in it. Don't forget to get his second album.
Stop guessing.
Joe again. It's like making up names for albums.
Oh, hell Joe.
Oh, hell Joe.
You thought you know, but you don't, Joe.
His third album, Hold My Glasses, which went platinum.
And then that weird turn he took when he went into his Sgt. Pepper phase called "Who You Looking At, Motherfucker?"
Oh, it's weird. When Joe went aggressive, it's like when Dylan went electric. Joe goes aggressive.
Got booed in Newport.
Yeah. Suck My Cock, Loser, the fifth album by Joe List.
Yeah.
It gets wilder and meaner.
Then when he started going urban with Joe List presents Whoop Yo Kid's Ass.
That was my leather pants.
Yeah.
So this video I wanted to show you.
It's been making its round for a while.
Yeah, did it?
Yeah, like I want to say like in December.
I think I'm the only person in the world who looks at World Star Hip Hop, even though I know it's been way disproven.
I for sure haven't seen it. I've seen nothing.
Thank you.
You've seen everything.
I see movies. I don't see the hot videos.
Oh, this is hot. This is hot tracks right here. This is a woman testifying in church, preaching the good word. And first of all, I'm pretty sure, as I'm looking at it, that is the pastor in the Derek Gaines video, which is to be determined when that's going to come out. But the Derek Gaines video,
that's not the same guy.
I'm almost 100%.
It might be, but you can't reference that.
I know. But anyway, it's one of those churches where people come and, do the worm down the aisle and shit.
Well, basically,
and if you say somebody's name they know, they fucking start doing cartwheels.
Oh, wow. Like Blues Brothers.
Yeah, it's Black Joel Osteen Church.
Yes.
It's basically the Joel Osteen Church, but for black people.
Osteen.
Yeah. But it really is one of those things where it's come up, give me your money, I'll talk to God for you. It's give me $5, let me talk to God.
So this is public confession right here she's doing.
This is great. This woman walks up in an airport shirt. An airport sweatshirt.
I mean, for sure, definitely truck stop if nothing else.
Yeah,
she got that, a windshield wiper.
It looks like under the
CB radio,
under the scenic scene in her sweatshirt, it just said the name of a town.
Oh yeah,
I have been there.
And Michael Wilbon is hosting it.
Yeah. He goes, your boy God said. We're gonna go to the next subject. So this is her giving testimony.
There's no God, but God is real. I used to come home drunk from school, laying up with men, out there prostituting, having oral sex with my mouth.
All right.
Licking his balls.
Oh, dude, him dropping the mic is great. Him dropping the mic might be one of my favorite things in the world. Where he goes, someone just lost their mic privilege.
Licking these balls.
Prostitute. Having oral sex with my mouth.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Licking his balls.
Oh, boy.
The mic, it's funny because it starts slow.
Yeah.
Pull that. Sex with my mouth.
Watch, it starts to go down.
Oh, he goes, hey, okay. Yeah, no, that's going where we thought it was. He goes, I'm having oral sex. That's with my mouth. I'm also a doctor.
And with the balls.
I'm coming home, having some snacks, sucking some dick, getting hammered.
Licking these balls.
His hand movement reminds me of, remember this is an old reference, but when Seinfeld hosted SNL, and he goes, who was Indiana Jones fighting in Raiders of the Lost Ark? And Farley's hand goes up, and then Jerry goes, besides the snakes. And he goes,
the slow stutter pull down.
So funny.
It is great that he was not ready for that because he's kind of like, okay, cool. We're going, oh, okay, oral sex with my mouth.
I mean, I almost feel like she was put up to it. Like someone who didn't want to pay her for oral sex goes, no, but I'll give you $50 if you go into that church and start describing to the guy what you do with your mouth.
She seems inebriated.
She does seem inebriated
right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Start the video from the beginning because she does sound drunk right at the beginning.
She's like, a terribly unfortunate woman that we're trashing.
Dan,
but
we'll start from the beginning, but you have to try to time your cum this time when she says it.
But God is real. I used to come home drunk from school, laying up with men, out there prostituting, having oral sex with my mouth.
He goes,
licking
watch his face.
Balls.
Okay.
Ball. Yeah. He goes, licking men's ball.
Oh.
And then she's like,
ball.
She's like, wait, what happened? What did I do?
She goes, I wasn't even done. I wasn't done yet.
She goes, they can't hear me without the mic, sir.
She goes, hey.
I need the microphone back.
She goes, sir, hey, listen, I just had a half a pint of SoCo in the parking lot, and I'm ready to get some shit off my chest. Can I get the mic back?
Double cum shots on my face.
She goes, my balls. Also used to play with the butt.
Yeah, I put a finger in a motherfucker's butt for $10 once. Life was crazy.
I'll yell that mic down by your hip.
Suck a dick and I get in there like that.
Yeah, that's as Joe Liz said, that's just a terribly unfortunate woman.
That reminded me so much. Did you ever see the Cops, the famous like Cops Too Hot for TV one, where the cops pull up and she's mad at the guy? She wants him out of her house, or whatever. She goes, they're like, "Are you boyfriend, girlfriend?" She goes, he eat my pussy. She just keeps saying that.
That's so great.
He come by our relationship. Well, he eat my pussy. That's it. And she starts talking about her pussy being hairy, and it's crazy.
What a fun relationship to have.
Oh,
where he goes,
super
can I come over and eat your pussy?
That's my ideal occupation.
Pussy eater?
Yeah, I come in, you give me $100, I eat your pussy, and then we go on our way.
Wow.
$100 for your skills, huh?
If you would have been born a woman, you'd be such garbage.
I feel that way all the time. Garbage. I'd be taking hot loads in the face all the time.
Joe List would be in Somerville right now smoking a fucking Cool going, I'll fucking suck your cock in the truck for $50. You got a plop in my mouth.
Yeah. I don't like it on my skin.
Fucking, you want me to come? I'll spit in your socks hat.
I'd be a raging whore bag, I think.
Oh, man. I would
I'd have no class.
Yeah. I think I'd play with my pussy a lot.
Yeah?
I really
just see what you can get in it?
I'd just be like this. Just stick it nice. Like,
he goes, how if I was to tell you I can get a water bottle in my pussy? And you're like, that's not that impressive. It was Fiji bottle.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And I go, and then I could shoot in your
diamond shaped.
Yeah. I'd just be interested with the puzzle muscles.
Well, I play with my penis an exceptional amount, and most of it's not sexual. It's
just flap it around.
Yeah, you just play with it.
Do you feel, Christine, if you were a man, do you feel like you just want to flip your dick around?
Constantly.
Yeah.
Don't you guys constantly
well, it's frowned down upon in society. But
when I'm in private, I'm playing with it 100% of the time.
I move it over. I like the wind because it usually rests
when I'm in a hotel,
to the left.
I'll like watch a full movie like dick in hand for
yes,
sure.
Same here.
But that's my favorite thing is because my dick is always pressed to the left. That when I'm alone, I like to move it over to the right and really like push down the like,
Do you
like
do the thing where you peel it off your leg where it's like
and then you're like
it's like opening a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, then you move it to the other leg and then you kind of force that part that was peeled against to like have the fabric against it.
Yeah.
Oh man, having a dick's the bee's knees.
It's nice. From all the articles I've read, it seems better than being a woman.
Yeah, I mean it's almost like you're the predator.
Even the burden of dick is better than being a woman.
Yeah, they got. I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, from the blogs and the news stories, it seems that way.
I disagree. I love being a woman.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
a woman, woman.
There you go. You're one of those.
You're one of those things.
Or all of them.
Chick.
All the above. Trans.
I'll tell you what,
we
you're
are
not.
all trans.
I'll tell you this, you're not a woman that keeps her children locked in the basement, so you're doing okay today.
Well, if she had children, she would.
I mean, that picture, can you show Joe List the Photoshop picture that they did of the couple of you two?
I think I saw it for a moment because there was a point when it scrolled through and I was like, that looks like Jay.
Dude, it's crazy.
Well, it's crazy. It's crazy inbreeding Jay.
Yeah, dude, this is Jay if he keeps his kids locked in the basement. It's so good.
It's a different guy.
I mean, it looks
That's
so
great.
good. Marcus Silva nailed it. It looks so. Christine's, yours looks hauntingly good. I mean, it looks with the tone and everything.
Goes to Christmas Future.
Oh
That is
boy,
amazing.
You and that woman have similar hair.
Oh, I'm so annoyed by it. I'm like, please let my hair not fall out.
You won't.
No,
It
well,
has.
you don't have the stress of Baker's does kids chained up in a basement, probably trying to talk.
How's my Tuesday? I don't know. Keeping those kids downstairs.
Yeah, you got to start muzzling them at some point.
Keep them at the door.
Joe in Chicago says those kids were tied up for months.
On end?
Huh?
Months on
I'm not
end?
sure. Joe, you there?
Yeah, what's up, guys? Crackle, crackle. Long time fan. Love you guys.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I wanted to explain to Joe List that, like, it wasn't like they were locked in the basement for, like, a night. Like, it was, I mean, one of the kids is 29, so, like, who knows how long this has been going on. But they're like a Bible-beating family, apparently, too. And have always homeschooled their kids. And that's why his, like, house is named, like, a school.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah, he's...
So, like, this was going on for months. It wasn't like they were just locked in for a night when they went to the movies.
I think years. Oh, they'd be there for months at a clip. Yeah, thanks for the call, Joe. Yeah, they were definitely, it was like a long
Do you make one of the older kids, like the warden, and they watch the other kids?
You make him the house Negro. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable.
I was going to come up with a better, less racist name, like a
I thought House Negro was the less racist name.
That's considerably less racist than some of the options.
Yeah.
I read an article about Bill Maher one time.
I was going to call him the baby monitor.
No, but I mean, yeah. Do you give one some privilege so they? I don't know how mind control, because now with the stuff you're hearing and this shit. Like the Disney World, like now I'm starting to think, I mean, obviously they're mentally fucked up.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if it's sexual abuse or whatever. It's not just a lunatic religious guy going like, this is how you keep them pure and whatever. Like just like crazy.
Well,
like, you know what I'm saying?
What
like,
part of the Bible?
Remember the movie Carrie? Carrie's mom was wildly abusive, but she thought she would tell you she loved her daughter.
Yeah. No, these parents definitely think they love their kids.
I think, like, there's a theory that everybody in the world thinks they're doing good.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, Nazis are like, yeah, we got to clean up this country or whatever.
That's
world.
perspective a lot of people lack. That's why it's great when people go, it's like, these other countries just fucking hate us. It's ridiculous. I'm like, well.
We've done things to
I mean, if you're
upset them.
If you were like 5 to 10 years old when
your village got bombed,
we came into fucking Iraq, and you're an Iraqi kid, like, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's also...
And they're always like, but the soldiers are always like, no, they love us out there, man. They treat us so good. He goes, they're terrified of you. Because some of you go in there also and just like...
You guys are listening to
force a chick to fucking pull her tits. I mean,
you're also carrying AR-15s and blaring Metallica. They're not like, hi.
It's such a weird... The military is such an odd mix of like... people who are like really want to like, I want to fight and serve my country and do the right thing, to a person who's like, well, I'm trying not to go to jail, and you know, I like making a woman take her tits out at gunpoint, so this works out. You know what I mean? Like,
and then there's other guys that are like, I'm just gonna get into religion and keep my kids chained up.
Yeah. I mean, that's fucking crap.
The point is, they're all heroes.
Yeah. Long story short, they are all heroes. That is.
I stand for my anthem. I stand for my religion.
I say that the religion thing might cut out the inbreeding, or it's the reason for it, because they believe they're starting their own.
I just think you're right when you say
whatever.
When the details start coming out, shit's going to get gross, like quick.
It's going to get bad. Yeah,
it's going to get real bad. Like, well, let's watch a heartening video of a mouse getting caught in a trap and a woman talking shit to it.
Is this heartening?
Disheartening?
In black news.
Is it a black lady yelling at it?
I mean, it's a woman yelling at a mouse.
How long
probably.
have you been here, bitch?
Oh, that's a white lady.
Huh?
That might be a white lady.
Yeah, it is.
How long have you been here, bitch? Huh?
Is that the whole video?
No.
The mouse is just...
You ain't going nowhere. Fuck.
It might be a white girl who wears lip
Coming in
liner.
my fucking house, invading my motherfucking privacy, bitch.
She's hammered.
Who the fuck you think you is?
Oh boy, I like this mouse better than
I don't
her.
give a fuck if it's cold outside.
Now who's mighty?
Don't come in my shit.
Yeah.
I pay rent. Do you pay anything, bitch?
It's a mouse.
No.
It's a mouse, you moron.
Lady,
you ain't going nowhere.
I'll tell you
I
what.
don't care how fast your motherfucker. Shut the fuck still, bitch. Sit still for a second.
You feel like she's holding her finger like a gun sideways and upside down?
Absolutely, she is. What a piece of garbage.
Yeah,
it's weird to like
the mouse. You mean her?
Yeah.
I'd sign off on everything she just did.
No, but
Have you
like,
ever had a mouse?
Yeah, dude. I woke up one time in my apartment when I lived on the couch in Hoboken. We lived above that restaurant, the Karma Cafe, and they'd leave bags of rice out, so there's just mice in the building. There was like, and I woke up and I looked over my Adidas high top basketball shoes, and this mouse just popped up and looked at me. And then just ran along the wall, and I was like, "Oh, it was like Stuart Little."
And over the
That's
next few
adorable.
months, you taught it tricks. You taught it how to push,
ride a bike.
You showed how to push a spool of thread.
It had a little tiny English accent.
No, but it didn't like.
Jacob, what were you gonna say?
Jacob's like, that was my brother, Phil. I don't like watching that video.
Nothing's ever made me feel less manly than when I had a mouse in the apartment because I didn't respond well. Because I felt like a total puss,
right? But
having to deal with this thing, and I felt miserable for it because I had glue trap on.
Dude, so the glue trap thing is hilarious.
That's torture.
It is torture because they're like they don't get a regular mouse trap. It slams shut, breaks their neck a lot of the times, and they're dead.
Hilarious.
The glue trap, they're stuck, and they're just stuck.
Yeah.
When
they pull themselves apart.
When I was
trying to get out.
Yeah, when I was opening dose in the morning, we had a glue trap set or whatever, and we were putting linens, and there was just a mouse just stuck moving. And I'm like, oh, and like a couple of the waitresses are like, oh no, it's stuck. And one of the porters, just this tiny Mexican guy, goes, "Watch out, move," and just killed it.
Oh,
and he goes,
wow!
And he goes,
"Okay, he's dead,"
and he just picked it up and threw it away.
Stepped on it.
Just fucking one stomp.
Well, trap in the coat and smack it with a hammer.
Let me tell you something. If you told me when there was a mouse in my house, if you told me I'll catch this mouse in 5 minutes for you right now, but if I do that, you have to watch me like pull it apart like limb by limb. Like, we're gonna cut its ear off. We're gonna really torture it. And I'd go, by all means, whatever you have to do.
You hate mice that much?
In my house, yes.
Yeah, I care about animals and creatures and God and love and Buddha and bullshit, but once it's in your house, you don't belong. You're not welcome here. This isn't for you. You're not supposed to be in here.
You're not welcome here.
Yeah.
It's like when Joe says he doesn't dislike black people. He wants them back in Africa.
What?
Wait, hang on. What did I say?
I killed a mouse recently with my foot. I kicked it all over the place.
You told me about it.
Yeah, I came out of my
down your
house.
hallway.
It was running down my hall. I was like a long, Travis Bickle-esque hallway, and it was coming towards my house. And so I just did like a side foot kick, and he skidded all the way across, hit the back wall, and he came again a little bit slower this time.
And then Joe went, "Where's the fucking money?" And he went, "No more, please, sir."
I kicked him again, and then he went under an umbrella. I had an umbrella out there, and I just started stomping on the umbrella. And then when I removed the umbrella, he was
bloody
a
mess?
dead mess. He wasn't bleeding, luckily, but I think their bones are like rubbery.
Are your bones collapsible?
I had a mouse that ripped. It was the skin was on the glue trap, and its body. He was walking around. He got off the glue trap without skin on.
Oh,
it's like a movie Shocker.
And crawled 10 feet, and then finally died.
Oh
because
man!
it had no skin on.
He's like Connery in The Untouchables.
You think before the mouse died? Do you think before the mouse died, it went to like a doll in your house and like put its soul into it, like child's play? Yeah. Give me the power I so desire.
Oh no, that mouse transformed into that old China doll I have. Now I can't sleep. It'll murder
kill
me.
that.
I have to find it out and release its spirit.
One summer, this wasn't in my house, but one summer it was like 96 degrees and just fucking so hot, and I was at the West 4th stop off the E train and that long ramp, and I looked up the ramp and people were like walking down and being like, "Oh shit," and jumping to the other side. There was this rat, and half of its fucking fur was gone, and it was just like walking up the thing like, and then it would just cross randomly, and people were like, yeah! Dude, it was one of those things where I was like, 1, 2, 3, go, 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 and I just ran right by it.
Do you remember when Emil died in RoboCop?
Yeah. That's how it looked. Where I was like, it was just fucking gross. Wasn't that the dad from That 70s Show? Emil? Oh, no. I know what you're talking about.
Emil had a little ponytail with the bald head.
Yeah.
Justin in Canada says he had 9 mice stuck in one sticky pad once. We don't take the call, but that's
what?
All it made me think of was that's the Goofy family. That's what the dad was thinking. He goes, I could have just used a sticky trap the whole time.
He goes, you know what? If I would have laid down some rubber cement on the floor of the basement, these little motherfuckers wouldn't have gone anywhere.
How big is this?
My chain budget.
Yeah.
My chain budget was...
Steel is not cheap.
Do you get putting garbage right outside your door? Like that's what, like my neighbors used to just take their garbage. They didn't feel like going outside.
They put it out in the hallway?
Leave it out in the hallway.
Insanity.
That's what,
Insanity.
How long?
The next day, overnight,
No.
and then you would see mice crawling up and down the hallway of the building because there was
insanity. No
feast.
way. Not a fucking chance.
Nope.
I would complain.
Nope.
If I saw a neighbor doing that, I'd be that neighbor. I'd complain about that.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Not to them. I hate that. I would complain to somebody else and tell them to do something about it.
I would just trap all the mice and then let them into their apartment.
The 9 mice on the trap makes me think that, that Jack could have fit on that little floating device in Titanic. I feel like they could have gotten 2 on this.
Yeah,
thing.
Rose is a real selfish bitch in that one.
I'm still thinking about Jack and Rose.
I feel like if you get 9 on the thing, it's because they all put like one little hand in.
It's like a radio contest for a car.
No, they all put the hand in. Yeah, they all put the hand into it. It's like, all right, guys, Woe Bundy on 3. All right, I'll go for the kitchen. You go to the bathroom. You go in the thing. You jump in the walls. You go in the air conditioning ducts, and then you go in the toaster oven. You go into the bottom of the oven for some scraps. Okay, ready? And 1. And go. Shit.
Hey, hold on. If we all pull at once, we can all get out of here. I lost my arm.
Arms off.
Arms off. I am right armless. Oh, God.
And the mouse is like, hey, come on, Kyle. Relax. He goes, you relax. I'll never play the accordion again.
I was going to be the next Feifel. But I can't. I've lost
going to be the next Feifel mouse on Broadway.
I was supposed to be the big deal.
Now how am I going to go west?
I mean,
with one arm, I can't.
I keep coming back to this family because I'm very interested to see where in the fuck this is going to go. I mean, they're going to get life in prison.
Yeah, we're going to have to follow this one.
They have to get.
And I want to know how many of those kids are mentally retarded because it looks like from the photo, at least 5.
Did you ever hear
5 out of 13?
There's got to be something inappropriate about saying someone looks mentally retarded.
Am I wrong?
No.
Am I
wrong? It's a funny thing to say. It's funny how much you coil on a house Negro. And are way okay to be like, I wonder if these kids, because some of those kids look pretty retarded.
I didn't coil on it. I just went, whoa. And then, I said mentally retarded.
Did you ever hear Junior Stopka's joke about retarded kids?
No.
This is not my joke. I'm about to tell, and I want to make that.
Man, that is a real disclaimer.
I want to make that really clear.
Yeah, you really dug in your heels on that one.
Here's a joke about the Holocaust. They didn't just kill Jews, they also killed retarded people, but you never see any photos. I guess because they'd all be smiling in the photos.
I did hear that joke before. That's great.
It's Junior.
Junior Stopka, brilliant comedian. Not me. Not my thoughts. But check out Junior. He's great.
This is Southern California, right, Christine?
Yeah.
Where they're at, because JT in San Francisco says in California they don't really have basements. So he might be calling bullshit on the whole thing.
Oh.
I'm saying
now, he's calling from San Francisco, which is not south.
Yeah, we don't really have basements in California, so
because of earthquakes, right?
Yeah, like my house, underneath my house, like it was on a hill and it looked like it was second story, but underneath the house is all just beams, like stilts to keep the house up.
You know what you could put around stilts, don't you? Chains.
That's true. That is true. Steve in California says his grandfather 9-ironed a mouse once, and I just wanted to go back to that to say there's maybe nothing I would think be a funner way to handle a mouse problem than just fucking tee it off on it.
Dude, busting out the clubs? I'd love it.
You just got sad weepy about a mouse dying in general, and now you're saying, but I mean, I guess if I could just haul off on it with a 9-iron.
Yeah, Jay, I'm not an asshole.
I get fun.
Yeah, I don't know. If you give me a 6-iron, I'm going to be smiling like one of those retarded kids in a Holocaust picture that Joe just said.
Maybe I'm a rational guy, but who doesn't want to whack a mouse with a 9-iron?
I got empathy, Jay, but I also have empathy for fun.
I got empathy, but I got a hunger for some fun.
Oh man, taking out a mouse with a fucking 9-iron.
That'd be. Oh, you get underneath it. You're gonna send that thing.
That mouse is gonna feel like Superman for about 15 seconds.
Have you noticed that 9-iron is the go-to club for comedy?
Yeah.
No one ever says a different iron.
I tried
it's always
to do
like
5.
I hit him with a 9-iron.
I tried to hit him with a 5 and it died in the room.
No one's ever like I hit him with a 3-wood.
Yeah, 3-wood would be fun.
A short green driver.
You go, yeah. If you're doing it, you go. Give me a sandwich. This mouse looks like a good sandwich.
I think it's 9 is a good comedy number.
9 is a good phonetic.
9 times.
Yeah. What would be a better word? 6 now.
No, 3-wood is funny.
3-wood's great. And Christine brought up 9-irons for us.
If you're ever playing
the 9-iron's
golf,
hooked. It's one of the flatter ones, right?
Right.
So you get underneath it.
If you're ever playing golf, this is going to be huge. If you're ever playing golf in a thunderstorm, you hold up your 2-iron because even God can't hit a 2-iron. Hello, folks. That's a classic golf joke.
I've never wanted to watch you get stuck to a trap.
That'll kill on the course, though. You do that with a couple of guys at golf, they'll be like, "Oh, snap!" and push you into the bushes.
Can that be the next? Can that be the next Bonfire event stunt? Can we have Jacob and Joe trying to get off of a glue trap together?
Dude,
I just feel like that's fun, and then I do it, and my ACL just rips out of my leg.
You go, no!
I mean, according to that rat, half your face might come off.
Yeah, I go, dude, Joe doesn't have skin on the underside of his hand. It's a real problem. We had to gauze him up.
Holy shit.
The only time I ever trapped a mouse, I actually took a glass. It was like a little tiny one in my room when I first moved here, and I put a cup over it.
And suffocated him?
No, I put the cup over it, and then
days.
I slid something under it and flipped it, and then I took it outside and I released it out into the street because I couldn't, the ickiness of peeling something off a dead trap or trying to kill it. Yeah. But if I was able to kind of control it without touching it at all.
Mouse at the concrete said, "Too cold, jump right back inside."
Yeah, what is this bitch crazy? I'm going right back inside.
What is this about? I'm closing the door, Mouse. Yeah, the door was closed the first time.
Christine's just watching the thing suffocate. She goes, "You made a wrong decision, didn't you?"
He's on the glass. "Please, I'll do anything. I'll do anything."
She goes,
Look at him gasp.
Joe List's going to be at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey, February 8th through the 10th. And you can check out his podcast, Tuesdays with Stories with Mark Norman on iTunes. Go visit comedianjoelist.com for all tour dates and shit. We love you, Joe. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. I love the music choice. It really tied it all in.
That's the Joe List music
tied the room
bed.
together.
Yeah.
The Joe List music bed, everybody.
We've been waiting for this.
Dan Soder's going to be in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey at Bananas.
I just did that. New ownership.
Yeah.
January 19th and 20th. Get tickets for that and all Dan's shows at dansoder.com.
Big J going to be at the Greenville Comedy Zone in Greenville, South Carolina this Thursday through Saturday. That's tomorrow, 2 days. Tomorrow's
2 days, you're right.
Thursday through Saturday, January 20th. Go get tickets at bigjcomedy.com. And, of course, follow us at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that shit. We'll be back tomorrow live, new, all that stuff. Joe List, we love you.
I love you.
Thanks for hanging out, Joe List. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Crackle, crackle.
Bye.